Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to English Football Club Barcelona, your Barcelona channel in English. Well, let's see if today I'm lucky because the other day I recorded a few videos, but I'm having problems with the rendering system. So let's see. Today we have something important to talk about. So I'm not going to extend this intro much longer. So without more delay, let's start. Well, as you may know, Koeman's future is not anymore in the air. He's going to be substituted soon, probably after tomorrow's match, because we have this national teams stop. The Nation Caps, I think is the name. Is going to be this month, and we don't have more matches. I think for 2 weeks. So sincerely, the Koeman is going to be it's done. Okay. Nobody in the team has said anything to him because he said it today. They are actually in the press conference. They asked him, "Is it the last match you're going to play or to be there?" And he said, "Nobody told me anything." So that means Koeman doesn't know anything. Laporta and the board of directors didn't say anything to him. But doesn't mean that he's going to stay, and probably he's not going to be. Why? Because the image showed in the previous matches is not just because we lost 3-0 against Benfica. It's because how we played, and it's true that during some moments the team against Benfica, it seemed that they were able to face the team, to face Benfica. They were able, even though, to match the match, to draw the match. Sorry, there were some moments that it seems that the team is going to be able to score the 1-1 and maybe get 1 point, but at the end, the team dropped like a castle of cards. For me, it was sincerely a bad match. The way the Koeman planned the match was quite weird. We came from a very interesting match against Levante. It's true that we lost against Cadiz, and we lost or we drew against Cadiz. We lost against Granada. So we lost many points that could be very helpful to be there, waiting for leading, fighting for leading the league. But against Levante, we played, I think, a very good match. And it's not just that the team, it's not just that Levante didn't play well. That's true. And that helped, of course, because if you have to face a team as, I don't know, Atletico Madrid, Athletic Bilbao, which they pressure quite high, they don't leave spaces, etc. Yes, then you can say, well, they planned the match quite well. But in this case, this was not the case. Levante played a very bad match. So it helped us to play well, but we were playing with the 4-3-3. We played with Gavi, which projection is quite well. Then at the end, Ansu Fati came and he showed that his level is quite well. Yeah, again, of course, he needs more time to readapt, especially for the muscles because after 15 minutes, as Koeman said one day later, the guy was dead. And you cannot imagine that, for example, for me, I've been injured for 2 weeks. And the other day I went to run and I ran 1 kilometer, which is 4 minutes, and I was dead. So I guess Ansu Fati, after so many months out of the pitch, he was dead too. But that's normal. He needs more time. But the other day, against Levante, the way we played, the way the team performed, it was, I think, very well. And then you start watching this system again, that everything changed. For example, against Levante, we played with Gavi, with Nico. It's true, we played with a 4-2-3-1. But somehow Barcelona managed to play quite well. The problem is that suddenly we come from a match with very good sensations, and Koeman, without any explanation, because I don't really think it's possible that this happens. I don't think in 3 days, those players who played quite well, as Gavi, for example, especially Gavi, they are not in the level, or they are not well enough or good enough to play against Benfica. It's true, and you may understand they are young, and you have to play with players with more experience. But if those players are not, I don't know how to say to you, are not especially well, as for example, De Jong, and it's not his fault actually, then you cannot ask them to play against Benfica. You should continue with the dynamic that your team has in this moment. And if your team is playing well with this system, so use it against Benfica and try to adapt that system to defeat Benfica. The problem that we saw is that he put out many players that performed quite well against Levante. He changed actually the system, and well, what can you expect from that? For example, against Benfica, we played with three defenders again. Eric Garcia came back. Actually, against Levante, Eric Garcia played quite good. That's something I didn't understand, why Araujo went to the bench when Araujo was playing very well, actually better than Eric Garcia, to be sincere, and that showed against Benfica. The first goal, it was an Eric Garcia's mistake. So this other thing we don't understand. Then we were playing with a 3-5-2, which it's a system that last year, it performed quite well, and as far as we get good results, well, we don't change it. But this year, this system is not working at all. And then you can say, well, we cannot play with the 3-4-3 or the 4-3-3 because we don't have 3 forwards. We have just 2. But it has happened, actually. But it's not exactly this is the problem. The problem is the image of the team. And then Mingueza, for example, one of the defenders that was playing quite well, he went to the bench too. Gavi, same. Nico, same. And at the end, Piqué got a yellow card. He was changed. So it was he was substituted. Sorry, it was Gavi who substituted him. And I thought, okay, we come to the 4-3-3. Not at all. And then you put Frenkie de Jong as a center back. When you know that Frenkie de Jong as a center back, he performs well, but it's not his place and it's not his position, and he cannot perform well. I really don't understand why Koeman is still trying to put this guy there. And other thing, very, very, I don't know how to say already, that could be another episode, is what the hell is doing Luuk de Jong in this team? Because the first match against Levante, I did the video and I was talking about how well Luuk de Jong performed. But it has been just one match within 4. Memphis didn't have this day, but we cannot just, as before with Messi, we cannot just lean the team on a player. So the image of the team was quite bad. And one of the reasons that maybe the image against Levante was so good, it was because Schreuder is not just one person there that you can, no, Schreuder was the second manager or the second coach in Nagelsmann's Ajax. So it's not exactly a guy who doesn't know what's going on. It's a team that they won 1-4 to Real Madrid. It's not nobody. And these days, there are many options to put in Barcelona. And for me, one of the options could be perfectly, for Barcelona, very interesting, to put Nagelsmann, Nagelsmann cannot, Schroeder in this team as a coach. The problem is that I think there is an agreement between Koeman, Schroeder, and the Swedish guy, the other coach, that they cannot leave the coach team, the manager's team. So it's impossible, I think. And other options, well, we will see. I'm not going to talk about the other options here. For me, if you ask me, my favorite, and I think all of us, it's Xavi. But well, I'm a bit afraid of his experience too, as Laporta does, and I don't think Laporta has a problem with that. I think Laporta has a problem of that Xavi asks for many things, not just his managing team. If not, he requests to put other people in the direction, and that I don't think Koeman likes it. But well, what is sure is that this man's future is done. Whatever happens on Saturday, Koeman is not going to stay anymore. And it's sad. Yes, it's sad because Koeman, well, his his dream was that, managing this team, managing Barcelona. But as some journalists said already, his level as a coach has been proved for long. In Valencia, he had many problems. In Everton, he was fired. In Benfica, he had problems. So thinking that Koeman could be the one who could help Barcelona to get his essence or his essence, it's more or less not knowing about football or not knowing about history of the football too. No, so well. Anyway, someone asked him today in the press conference that I mentioned, but I'm not going to talk about it. Someone mentioned or asked him if Koeman, if someone else could get better results than Koeman, and then he said, it was a funny comment. He said, do I have to answer for other coaches too? I don't know, I'm tired of defending myself. So, yeah, and I read on Twitter that someone said, it's funny or it's destiny that he fired Suarez, and tomorrow, maybe if Suarez scores, he will fire Koeman. Well, that's not true because Koeman is fired, right? I mean, they don't kick his ass yet because Barcelona doesn't want to change the dynamic in this moment. You cannot. Who are you going to call now to come, and who's going to be the manager in that moment if you fire Koeman and tomorrow you have a match? Exactly, it has passed not even 3 days, so you don't have time to prepare the team or to get a new coach. There are many problems. No, exactly the problem of this kind of calendars that are so weird lately. But this is what Koeman has. Thank you for everything. That's true. We have to say to him because he faced the team in a very bad moment. But now, thank you, but we have to leave you. And I don't think it's just because Messi is not here already. I think it's because Koeman doesn't have Koeman as a coach is not good. I think that's true. And sadly, because he's a legend in the team, and it's true that we haven't treated him as a legend in this moment, but it's also true that the way he managed the team didn't invite us to talk better about him. No? So that's all for today, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope I can render it and post it. So if you like it, like button, leave any comments of your thoughts. If you want to comment out, so comment out, and thank you for everything, and see you in the next video that I hope soon. Have a nice day, guys.